If you're not aware, EA Games just got bought off by a consortium which includes the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund and the Kushners, and the liberals are not very happy. They're extremely upset. If you go on Reddit, you can see that the comments already have disabilities. So much butthurt that the moderators aren't able to keep up with it. And here's an example. Even if The Sims stay the same, I don't want my money to go to those people. Like, Sims is a game that's welcoming to everyone, but not those people. I don't want to help them finance the bullshit. And to me, it's like, looks like the shoe is on the other foot. See, for the last 3 years, I went on various forums, various places on the internet where gamers gather. And every single time I saw gamers complain about a new woke title, there were the liberals going, it's like, oh, you're so sad. Why are you being so petty? It's just a game, bro. It's just a game. Just give the money to the mouse. Haha. Just give your money to Disney. Just give your money to Blizzard and shut the fuck up. And so now I see liberals crying, huh? I would tell them the same, but again, like, comments have disabilities, so I can't tell them to shut the fuck up. But as you can see, right, I'm not paying a penny into Saudi Trump propaganda for sure. So the series is very much dead to me, saying this as a woman and a member of the prestigious LGBTQ community, right? So, like, if saying as a woman wasn't strong enough of an argument, this person is saying it as a woman and a member of the prestigious LGBTQ community. I wonder what type of women, though, because with liberals, you never know. Is it like a woman plus or a legacy woman? Difficult to tell. That's my major concern, says Chicana Coca. And even if this keeps it as it is, the money is going funding those horrible policies they are pushing out. Yeah, there's other people saying this is going to wreck the Sims franchise as it's been a welcoming, safe space for all. None of those companies support that model, so you can expect some major changes down the road. Expecting them to root out any of the LGBTQIA LMNOP+. Sad day. As much as I dislike the Saudis, it's the Kushner Trump that's the problem. Yeah, so as you can imagine, people are upset. It's kind of nice to see the shoe on the other foot. It's kind of nice to see their hobbies being destroyed. It is just sadism at this point. You know, like after 10 years of suffering this, I know this is not justice. This is not retribution. It's catharsis. You know, like getting to see other people in the same emotional state that I was in 10 years ago. Anyway, let's talk like adults, right? Let's get away from the kids' table. We've scrolled all the way up, and now we can have the adult conversation. What will actually happen to EA Games? First of all, I find it fascinating that EA Games managed to recover its brand. It actually means something. And it didn't manage to recover its brand because it started doing good. It recovered its brand because people say, well, at least it's not like Blizzard. Or they look at EA Games and they say, well, at least it's not like Ubisoft. Because when I look at the EA Games, I don't have the same level of revulsion, the same level of disgust like I have for those two other companies. So I guess it's better, right? But what exactly does it mean that they're being bought off by the Saudis? Well, it can mean two things. Number one, they will have a hands-off approach. They literally bought it for the investment. And so they may shut down a couple of studios that aren't producing. We may see a couple of titles that people were hoping for not coming up. And we may see a couple of layoffs. But all in all, more of the same. The other possibility is that the Saudis get involved. And so if the Saudis get involved, what exactly does it mean? Well, if you look at what they do with their culture, they have like their own censorship, their own themes that they don't like. But I think like a lot of American Christians, surprisingly, may appreciate the type of culture that Saudis have when it comes to entertainment. When it comes to censorship, they don't like overtly sexual themes. And unfortunately, they also don't like gore. And so people who are fans of Dead Space, yeah, they may sell the title or they may just shelf it, and it will just not happen. Like if the Saudis get involved, I do think that Dead Space is never going to take off. Or if it does, it's going to have to be watered down, sanitized. But when it comes to the other games, I mean, EA Games is very famous for EA Sports. The Saudis are not going to censor that. In fact, that's the moneymaker. And so you can expect various logos and symbols in Arabic, ways to try to promote their culture. You may see, like, if it's a Need for Speed or something like that, taking place into the streets of Saudi Arabia, or see Saudi Arabian cars and Saudi Arabian company logos. They will basically use this as a vehicle to promote Saudi Arabian culture to the West, which, by the way, is not necessarily a bad thing. And if they make a single-player game, it could take place in a desert, or it could take place with Saudi Arabian motifs. They do have Battlefield, right? Oh, that's going to be interesting. Battlefield was never about fighting terrorists in the desert. That was more of a Call of Duty thing. And so I don't think they'll change anything. I think like Battlefield would remain the same. But The Sims would definitely undergo some change. Now, they're probably not going to remove some of the previous patches that they released, but for those of you that aren't aware, like, Sims went LGBTQ hard. Like, really hard. In most of their patches, they race swapped the golfs. Like, they went really out of their way to make Sims as inclusive as possible. And while I don't think, like, the Saudis are going to censor stuff that was done, if they're going to try to make new patches or new expansions and stuff, don't expect any of that. It's incredibly unlikely that the Saudis are going to release any queer stuff. They may release a couple of clothings that are fashionable in Saudi Arabia, or like they may even release a patch where you have like the Middle Eastern patch and you have like Middle Eastern stuff there. But yeah, definitely no queer stuff if Saudi Arabia gets involved. If they make like other types of games, other titles, usually they make like family-friendly stuff, especially stuff for children. And so this is why I'm thinking right-wing Americans may actually end up liking it, because I'm looking at the culture from Saudi Arabia and not the one internally, like not just the stuff that they promote for themselves, but like externally, right? And if you look at the stuff that they want to censor and the stuff that they like, it actually coincides with what a lot of American Christians do. They're not into erotica, they're not into hypersexualization, but also they add to that, they're not into gore, and they're not into gratuitous violence. Of course, like that's one of the assumptions. The other assumption can also be that they're going for the demoralization, although I doubt it. If they did that, they would probably buy something else, not EA Games. Demoralization is what Qatar is doing with AJ+. They pump woke shit to the max. Like Qatar funded a lot of woke stuff. Like they even funded the Young Turks back in the day, right? And promoted them so that they talk against cops, so that they talk for identity politics. Like pretty much like every single woke take the Young Turks used to have. And so if it was Qatar, I would expect it. Saudi Arabia, not so much. But we'll see. Again, my impression on this is that they're probably going to have a more hands-off approach. And you're just going to see a lot of layoffs, restructuring, and then they're just going to focus on EA Sports. I don't expect Dead Space to come back unless they sell the franchise and someone else gets it. As for The Sims, yeah, I don't expect that you're going to see any type of patches with LGBT shit in the future. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.